Investigations is the purpose of the FBI. We don't write term papers. We go talk to people, we do investigations, and if we find crimes, then we arrest them, we take them to jail, we prosecute them with the DOJ. That's the purpose of the entity. So to argue otherwise is either ignorant or it's being disingenuous. And I don't care which one it is because both are wrong.
Hey, my friends, we have with us someone very special today. We have Kyle Seraphin. He is the former FBI agent who has become the FBI whistleblower, who revealed now a few weeks ago this memo, internal memo of the FBI targeting traditional Catholics, traditional Latin Mass Catholics, whom they suggested we should infiltrate and so on and so forth. We're going to be talking to Kyle about that, yes, but also what's been going on since then. What has he seen? How has this been done? We've heard it's been retracted following the release of the news that this memo was out there. It was apparently retracted, but it was, of course, criticized by 20 attorneys general right away. And while they retracted it, we're going to find out from Kyle that not really. More on that later. But I wanted to give you some background first, because this has been an ongoing weaponization of Biden's federal government against Catholics, but not only Catholics, pro-lifers in general, but Catholics very specifically. LifeSite News readers may remember in 2018, while there was things going on from the Hillary Clinton leaked emails and all of that, you had already then some FBI agents. Do you remember Peter Strzok? He was an FBI agent at the time. He was very anti-Trump. He had a wife and he had a mistress actually inside the FBI. And we learned this from the leaked emails. His mistress was FBI attorney Lisa Page. They were talking back and forth in 2016. And we have the emails, so we know that. And they were totally trashing pro-life Americans. And they were doing so in their private text messages. But you got an inside glimpse back then into the reality of the FBI hatred. And I do mean hatred for pro-lifers. And that's why you can see this animosity towards traditional Catholics. And it's mentioned right in the memo that it's about their anti-abortion beliefs. Well, listen to these text messages between the two so-called lovers or whatever that were released, along with the thousands of others, by the Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs, the Chief Oversight Committee of Congress, and that was part of that investigation, as I mentioned, into Hillary Clinton's misuse of government email and the FBI looking into it. FBI agent Strzok said, "Effing marchers making traffic problems." He's referring, of course, to the March for Life and those marching in the March for Life. And so he says, "Effing marchers making traffic problems." And then FBI attorney Page responds, "Yeah, some extremely offensive video screens set up in front of district. I truly hate these people. No support for the woman who actually has to spend the rest of her life rearing this child, but we care about life. Assholes." I mean, I'm sorry for the language, but those are the words contained right in their texting back and forth. FBI agent Strzok then responds, "Hey, I have an idea. Snow emergency. Cancel the permit." So you can see right away the actual hatred for pro-lifers and now the hatred for traditional Catholics right in the inside of the FBI. And we get these glimpses of their internal documents. Therefore, it's no surprise that the FBI showed up like with a huge SWAT team at Mark Houck's home. And his 7 kids were so traumatized along with his wife. And it wasn't only Mark Houck. We were there with Mark Houck in his home and showed you that. But there was also Paul Vaughn, another father of 11 kids, who the FBI too came to his place and traumatized his kids. Take a look at Paul Vaughn's appearance on Tucker.
But you're not allowed to unleash the FBI on an entire religion, are you?
Absolutely not. And don't think because they've been trained that makes it okay. When my kids go out to the car to go to school and the FBI pulls up armed, running to the door, and one of them goes to the kids and holds the kids with a long gun side of my driveway and does not let them go into the house, that is absolutely, as my wife said in the video, unacceptable. And so there needs to be accountability.
Well, it's one of the most shocking things I think I've ever seen. I have to ask you, so the FBI, the Department of Justice, I can barely say that phrase with a straight face, is claiming that you're a violent extremist who is a physical threat to others. Do you embrace violence? Have you ever committed violence? What are they talking about?
No, I have no idea. There's absolutely no evidence of that. The only place that is ever even seen is in the documents that they made up and used to justify in their mind and through the justice system. The ones that signed off on this needed some kind of justification in their own minds to go after peaceful people that disagreed with them politically.
When we now learn about this FBI memo from the guy who exposed it himself, from Kyle Seraphin, who will be with us just right now, keep in mind the background. The background of those internal to the FBI, where there is literally a disease of hating Americans who are pro-life, Americans who are traditional Catholics.
Hi, everyone. This is John Henry Westen. We hope you enjoyed this program. To see more like it, be sure to hit the subscribe button below to get all the latest content from LifeSite News. Check the links in the description to read more and connect with us on social media so that you can stay up to date with all the latest life, family, faith, and freedom news. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you.